Last time on the path to survival, Shane guided us through the first steps in the sacred order of survival. First, we created cordage from natural materials which can be applied in the wilderness for tying, wrapping, sewing, knitting, binding, and hauling materials. And after we made our own rope, we learned how to build a debris hut, a safe and warm structure to protect ourselves from the elements in the event a survival situation arises.
You and I have been here and we've been making our shelter, and we have a little bit idea of awareness of what is a good place to make a shelter. We're not alone today. I had you scan and look around this place to see how the lay of the land actually fits here. I have my assistants here and they're lying in wait. Right, now here's the scary thing. All of them are within bow and arrow distance. Frankie, that's Frankie. Now he's been there for, wow, almost 2 hours, lying in patient, absolute silence. This is Ben. Ben, go ahead and stand up. Stand up, Dave.
Shane's assistants, Frankie, Ben, and Dave, are not only on the path to survival, but on the road to becoming native scouts. The scout played an important role in early man's survival. Scouts were the unseen and unheard masters of high-speed stealth survival, and most often considered protectors.
As he's moving through the bush, these guys know that they're going to pick up some of their tinder along the way, the rabbit stick that they're going to need to maybe take out that game, or to use as a pounding stick or a digging tool. They're being smart and mindful as they're moving through the bush. We should do the same in that survival situation.
But all of this mindfulness was starting to make me a little thirsty.
There's two things to consider with water, is location and purification. We used this last time to help collect with the leaves for the shelter. I can simply dig a hole in the ground and simply push this into the ground and anchor it around the sides, and it becomes a natural water catch. So that's one idea if I know that the weather's coming. I can simply open it up and allow water to catch inside that way. Be careful of the thickness of the bag, twigs, ripping, you're losing your water source.
Yeah, we've already used it to collect debris, so there might be holes in it.
Might be some holes in it. So we can try our luck here with a solar still.
A solar still is a low-tech way of distilling water, powered by the heat of the sun and more precisely the heat and humidity of the soil. The pure water vapor condenses on the cool inside surface of the plastic bag and drips down off of the weighted low point where it's collected and removed.
Let's open this up. You want to get a hole that's approximately 1 foot to 1.5 feet deep. Obtaining water this way will be clean enough to drink. We're basically going to collect water from air. What happens in the morning on your lawn? Dew. Plenty of water there. Now at this point I can do a couple of things here. I would take a container, or even a small, if I have extra bags, I would take the corner of the bag, cut it off, make a little divot and put the corner of the bag in there, acting as a cup.
Solar stills are used in cases where rain, piped, or well water is impractical.
You know, if I do have a cup, especially in and around suburban areas, you're going to find some form of trash. You take your plastic bag, you then drape it over the hole.
Knowing how to put together a solar still can prove to be a useful survival skill and could provide an important means of potable water in the event of a wilderness emergency.
Take my dirt and put it back over the edge. And don't let the dirt fall in the center of the hole if you can help it. I'm just going to keep it around the edges, and basically all we're doing is making sure that the edges are airtight. I'm going to take a small rock or something that will give me some weight. There you go. Nice, Dave. So certainly something that will not be so heavy that it's going to fill in. Obviously, with the rain is coming, this is going to fill in and it's going to pull your plastic, but it's still going to be a rain catch. This is when the rain is not showing up.
The process is not instant, but it will guarantee fresh water, which will definitely help to guarantee your survival.
Hey Tim, so we set this water still, this solar still up for some time now. And again, like I said, experiment with this skill. Set it up in an area which is complete sunlight, some with dappled sunlight like we have here, and then an area with total shade. And again, you know, the water amount in the soil and when it last rained also is a factor. So we're going to pull this apart, and I suspect that we've got some water inside our little container here. Now we used a water bottle, and we cut the bottom of the water bottle off as our container here. I'm going to remove this rock, and we can start pulling up this edge here.
Dirt.
Sweet. So we have water.
All right.
And that, my friend, is more than enough for you to stay alive for the day.